Straight from the best fishing locations in the world, featuring Wade Middleton, Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter, presents The Fisherman's Handbook. The Fisherman's Handbook is a legendary series of how-to fishing trips designed to help you become a better angler. Each week, top pros will walk with you along the aisles of Cabela's retail stores and help you flip the pages of the Cabela's catalog to show you what you need and how to get you ready to go fishing. That's all ahead on today's Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook. Toledo Bend Reservoir is a reservoir on the Sabine River between Texas and Louisiana. And at full pool, the lake is approximately 185,000 acres, making it the fifth largest man-made body of water in the United States. Toledo Bend offers a wide range of recreational opportunities. With its 1,200 miles of shoreline, the reservoir is a popular location for freshwater fishing, including a large amount of fishing tournaments being held yearly all over the lake.
Well, this is my first time on Toledo Bend, so that made it a great time. It's one of those lakes you just hear about. You know, this, Rayburn, Lake Fork out of Texas, you know, those are the lakes that have been around for so long. And from me not being from this area, man, if you get to fish that's all great.
Wade Middleton, Jeff Crete, and their friends from TroKar arrived at the Fin and Feather Resort and are ready to get out on the Toledo Bend Reservoir for a day of fun, friendly competition, which is nothing new to Wade and Jeff.
We're here at Toledo Bend and we're fishing. There's always, between Wade and I, there's always some sort of competition.
I've obviously known Jeff a long time, since we're probably about 10 years old, and it seems like we were 10 years old, we were betting on marbles, and he'll want to bet on whether a snail crosses the finish line first, and he wants to play cards, and there's always something on the line there. So it wasn't any surprise to me we had to put something on the line.
He cooked last night and actually made some pretty fair tacos. And he's like, all right, here's what we're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna have a little derby.
And we bet on dishes, and which was fine with me because we had a pile of them in there from last night's taco dinner. And I thought, well, you know, I've been on a roll. I've been fortunate lately, and everything I've been doing against Jeff, I've been winning. But you know, you never know. And then when I looked at that pile of dishes, I got a little nervous, but I felt like I had a chance.
He totally customized the rules. The guys with TroKar, I was fishing with Marty, and he was fishing with Chris. Each guy had to catch two. I could only weigh in three. I could only have three. So he changed that. And then on top of that, he picks the creek. And I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest bunk creek on the lake, and the only reason he picked this creek is because he thought he could sight fish. He'll smoke me sight fishing, and he knows that. It's a giant!
The Fisherman's Handbook is brought to you in part by Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter of fishing, hunting, and outdoor gear. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Yamaha Marine, reliability starts here. And by Garmin, we'll get you there. The Fisherman's Handbook will be right back.
Before you head out here, get ready at Cabela's, your source for the hottest new gear at tough-to-beat prices. Save big on everything you need when you shop by catalog, stores, and online at Cabela's.com. Our legendary selection is field-tested and field-proven. You can trust our gear. Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter.
We invented and patented the first aerated live well. We're first with higher flotation standards and first to receive a protected design hull copyright. With such a strong focus on non-stop innovation, no other boat enjoys such advanced engineering. Ranger Boats. We're celebrating over 45 years of fishing and a lifetime of leadership. Discover Yamaha's VMAX power. When you want the best, choose Yamaha.
Garmin says their new Echo fish finders are simply the best fish finders for the money.
I'll echo that.
Right. Garmin also says you'll be impressed with the Echo fish finder's excellent power, screen clarity, and free transom and trolling motor mounting kit.
I'll echo that.
A nice bass.
I'll echo that.
Oh. Why is it looking at me?
I think the reason these fish hit these baits so well is not just the action that the baits have, but the lighted eyes and the lighted tail. There's a good one. That's a big one.
Biologists have been saying it for years. Bass use their senses to find food. Livingston Lures is leading the way with lures that emit vibration and sound technology to incite a feeding frenzy.
About took the rod out of my hand.
Livingston Lures is the innovator of vibration and sound technology that mimics biology. LivingstonLures.com.
The Yamaha VMAX SHO. First it changed the game. Now it set the standard. But don't take our word for it.
The whole shot was everything they said it was going to be.
And we accelerated from like 50 miles an hour to 70, and it was like that.
So fast, so quiet.
I mean, you give it power, and it's just there.
That thing right there is just bad.
The whole shot on it is second to none.
Oh yeah, it's for real.
Take a demo ride and feel the power yourself. You'll know why we call it the Game Changer.
Welcome back to the Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton. Follow the Fisherman's Handbook on Facebook, where you'll get the behind-the-scenes tips and tactics. And follow along with Wade and the crew as they post pics and updates from their fishing trips. You'll also have a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime fishing trip with Wade to the redfish capital of the world, Venice, Louisiana. Find us on Facebook and click the like button. Jeff Creed and Wade Middleton have been fishing together their whole lives, and friendly competition is nothing new.
You know, it's fun to get out here and just kind of fish with your buddies, and when you do go fishing, if you're around creek, you're going to be gambling for something. There's going to be something on the line. It doesn't matter whether it's one fish or 25 fish, most, biggest, whatever. He's going to put some little twist into everything you go do when he's around.
Well, we got the chance to fish with Wade Middleton and Jeff Creed. And then Marty Riddle from TroKar and I kind of teamed up, and we said, all right, we'll have a little bit of a grudge match today. And Marty jumped in with Jeff. I got the chance to fish with Wade. 5 fish, 2 rounds, and we had a great time just seeing who could put the most fish in the boat.
Let's get in there and see what we can catch real quick. Throw it up here towards the bank, Chris, and basically on that one there, you just want to, just reel it fairly slow. Almost into where that tail, you want that tail, you see it just to barely be moving.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, we got a little, got Wade over there. He already poached me, pulled right up there in front of me. And the truth of it is, there's never friendly competition with Wade. Wade wants to beat me, and I want to beat him every time. It's the first one to catch 5 keepers. Got to act fast. Gonna have to move around a little bit. Wade's gonna go look for him. That's what he likes to do. He cut me off like right there. Uh-huh. Stay with him. What? My partner.
Little guy. That TroKar hook, little guy.
That's a good one, man. Nice one. You have to pick it up just a hair, but you know that's an icebreaker. Did you thump it good?
Oh yeah, whacked it.
It's fun, dude. I love catching them on a wacky worm, man. You know, we go to this creek. It's clear in there, really, really clear. Clearest creek on the lake. And the deal is, truthfully, it's the time of year they ought to be spawning. They ought to be on beds. So you go in there, and that water's so clear in there that if you can't see them and they're not on beds, but you know they're close, probably the best way to catch them is throwing a wacky worm. Oh, Wade's got one.
Exactly, Creek.
That one count?
Ain't gonna count.
Oh, just out here in the middle?
Yeah. It's a giant!
Short little one.
As you've seen in the past couple of years, many anglers have made the switch to laser TroKar hooks to help ensure a better hookup ratio. Wade feels there is no doubt that his hook has increased his ratio of hookups, and now it's his go-to hook anytime he's rigging up a soft plastic bait. Whether he's casting a soft plastic bait or pitching and flipping into heavy cover, let's take a closer look at what the guys are throwing today on the Toledo Bend Reservoir. The Fisherman's Handbook presents End of the Line.
This time of year, everybody knows that a worm like this right here, this is a big bite trick stick. This is as deadly a bait as there is to throw. The other thing that's really important on a bait like this to me is which style hook you throw.
You know, when you're fishing soft plastics, you want something that's going to do the work for you a lot of times. And by that, I mean when you put a little pressure on it, the hook's going to start to penetrate through. And when you're using a TroKar hook, that's what you get.
This is my hook of choice right there. This is a 4/0 TroKar offset bend. That's going to hold your worm on a little better. On these TroKars, they're so sharp. And the thing that most guys do when they throw a deal like this, they'll throw it out there and they'll get that bite. And I mean, they jerk just as quick and as hard as they can. The way I throw it out there, I mean, this hook's sharp enough where when I throw it out there, when I get that bite, all I'm going to do is I'm going to start reeling. You miss them when you jerk too fast and too hard. That's the biggest tip I could tell anybody.
You know, the very first time I ever used one was flipping down on Falcon Lake, and I remember picking up the phone and calling a couple of my buddies and said, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe the hook point on this. I mean, when you just lift up your rod, you're catching the fish." And it's the same situation down here wacky worming. I mean, when we're firing out there and there's just one ticking it, you just start reeling into him and you got him. I mean, the hook does a lot of the work for you. That hook point is bar none the best one ever invented and made.
A big part of the TroKar hook program is that we use the pros a lot. We work with them hand in hand. They were involved in the designing of the hooks. So working with Jeff, sitting with Wade in the boat, and then seeing how they're rigged, seeing how they're used, how they're tying the knots, how they're rigging the baits, just makes us a lot smarter about what we do. And it's one of the great things about the company I work for. That's what we do. You know, we travel a lot, but the company encourages us to get out and fish, learn all we can, you know, sit in the boat with these pros and really educate ourselves on what the heck these hooks are used for, the different techniques, keep up with that, and just keeps us making the best hooks we can.
For more information on these surgically sharpened hooks, visit lasertrokar.com. More bass fishing action on the Toledo Bend Reservoir when the Fisherman's Handbook returns. Wade and the Fisherman's Handbook crew have always trusted Ranger boats to get them out on the water. For saltwater and freshwater, Ranger boats are the Fisherman Handbook's boat of choice. Ranger is celebrating 45 years of still building legends one at a time. Let's put your Ranger knowledge to the test. Which tournament organization is named after Ranger Boats founder Forrest L. Wood? For the answer to this question and to learn more about the last 45 years of Ranger boats, visit mydreamrig.com.
How about that?
I tell you what, a good knife, that is just something that is so valuable to a person in the outdoors that you can't put a value on it. It's just something to know that you've got a sharp knife to be able to get the job at hand done. And not every knife is going to be able to be sharp, be able to get the job done, and be able to handle the tasks that are ahead of it. But I can promise you, the Bubba Blade, it's going to get the job done for you. You know, a lot of times you see things that are out there and you wonder if they're any good. But when you get a good fillet knife in your hand and you've got a pile of fish over it clean and it begins to go through every different cut quickly and easily and effortlessly, you know you're holding something that you're going to like and you're going to be able to use and enjoy. Whether you're cleaning redfish or speckled trout or tuna or whatever it may be, the Bubba Blade has proven itself in the field to be a product that I like, will use, and will have on my boat when it comes time to go fishing for a long time to come.
So check out our website to order your Bubba Blade today.
Welcome back to the Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton. Brought to you in part by Livingston Lures, designed to call the fish to you. Hydrowave, ignite a feeding frenzy. Amphibious performance floating eye gear. And by Laser TroKar, surgically sharpened technology. We're on the Toledo Bend Reservoir with Wade Middleton and TroKar's Chris Russell, who are fishing against professional bass angler Jeff Crete and Marty Riddle, mostly for bragging rights. But the guys have sweetened the pot by adding dishwashing after they cook dinner tonight.
Well, we freaking ate it, though.
Well, he ate that right in, didn't he?
We're catching babies. You know, Jeff is so competitive when he's doing anything, and I am too. So when we got out there and started plinking around, we went into the first one, and I turned around behind me, and Marty was flinging one in. And about that time, I got a bite, and it was about 10 inches, and I thought, you know, we're going to catch some fish today. And we did. What I wasn't prepared for was the fact that it didn't seem to matter what I did. Every cast I made, when I got a bite, they kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller as the day went on. We're not catching big ones, so we're probably losing, but we're figuring them out. I got to go right down here where you're at. No,
Okay.
I think I can get a pair right here. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good.
Streeter, we're coming. We just got to get a lot bigger.
There you go. You knit going? None of us wanted to do dishes. That was the big bet going into the day, and you know, we caught a couple early, and then it slowed down for quite some time. Then we caught a couple of keepers, and then we were talking to the camera guy, and Jeff got to talking to himself and trying to figure it out. And we were going to make some phone calls, but we caught some keepers, had some fun. Oh yeah. The thing for me is anytime I go somewhere, it's always something new. You know, I get the chance to learn and understand the techniques a little bit different. Yeah, we fished the cane thumper today, which is a brand new bait for me. I had never fished that. Gosh, so it's easy. It's a great bait, runs super in the water. Almost impossible to fish wrong.
He'll go 14, maybe not.
Maybe not.
We'll measure him. We're desperate, man. We're desperate. I have a feeling the old squirrel's out there squirreling on us right
Think
now.
he is?
He's got a long tail. I like those long tails.
I just have to catch two, right? They don't have to be keepers.
No, you got to catch two keepers. You're going to do it, dude.
All right, I'm
no
ready.
worries if you'll slow down. When you throw a wacky worm out there, you need to throw it out there and you just don't do anything with it. Yeah, I mean, when you think you're fishing is slow, I promise you're fishing too fast. The slower you fish, the more bites you get. And in a situation like this, Wade does not like to fish slow. Wade likes to cover a lot of water. So his wacky worm was hitting the bottom and it was coming up, I guarantee it.
I thought I'd pick up a few more on this.
Yeah, we should. We're probably fishing a little too fast, trying to find some confidence someplace. You know, that first session, I felt like the water temperature is like 59. They got to be swimming to the back, so we're going to go all the way back to the pocket, and it was beautiful. And we started looking around, and we didn't see a bass. I mean, we're covering water, we're casting left, we're casting right, and nothing. And then when I didn't see Jeff come back there and he started going out, I said, uh-oh, boys, we're in trouble. And it wasn't long until session number 1 was over. They had 5 and we had 1, and we were up against the 8 ball. I had to win, you know, 2 in a row to win the best 2 out of 3.
I got lucky and caught 2.
Fishing, and he caught one side fishing, and then we pulled up on a deal over there, and he threw out there, and I said, dude, slow down now. Come on, man. I'm not fishing, you know, and he's sitting there, and I go, okay, now just kind of ease up, man. I said, just start reeling. And he's like, huh? I said, just kind of reeled up. I said, you might have one right now. I didn't want to tell him because I knew he'd jerk. And he's really, he goes, I don't have one. And I said, you sure? And he goes, He started reeling up, and he's like, his line's over there. There he is.
That's my boy Marty right there. You know, I'm just playing like I don't know how to fish.
Y'all get very many bites
You
down
gotta
there,
make these three
Jeff?
guys feel good, you know. We're gonna dump a few in over here for you guys so you can catch some.
Wade and Chris lost the first round badly when Wade went too shallow thinking he could find some spawning fish, and that proved to be a costly mistake as Jeff and Marty figured them out a bit deeper. So now they're heading back out for the second round to not only hopefully tie the standings, but continue to test their surgically sharpened TroKars on Toledo Bend in another area of the lake.
That's where they live right there, buddy. A little deal like that, man, that's too perfect not to get a bite. Put you on some light line and you throw a wacky worm on any of these Texas lakes. Make a cast, let it sink all the way to the bottom with a bow in your line. Don't keep your line tight because it'll swing to you. Let that thing fall and watch that line. And most of the time, your bites are gonna be on the initial drop. You don't have to work it forever. And if I'm throwing at targets, I may throw it up at a stump, let it fall on a slack line by that stump. I'll pick it up, you know, drop it back down. If I don't get bit, I'm gonna reel in, I'm gonna fire at another target.
That is sick. I just learned so much today. You know, you're in the office a bunch and you get a chance to come out here with one of, you know, obviously he's very well respected, been to 8 classics and one of the legends of the Elite Tour right now. And I can just tell them, all the guys that fish in Denver and around the, you know, the series and around the country, you know, what I learned today from Jeff, and just really slow it down, be patient. You know, try different things. Put that TroKar hook on some spinner baits if you need to, and drop it down on some wacky rigs and really try to catch some fish. So I can't put it in a nutshell. There's just no possible way to tell you what I learned today, but I'll take it back and share it one story at a time and really relive it.
So that's
another one? Yep.
Round 2 of the Dishwashers Classic is coming to an end. When the Fisherman's Handbook returns, we'll find out who gets stuck washing dishes tonight.
The world's best fishing line is now available in the United States.
That's a toad.
Sunline Super Fluorocarbon, with strength to guarantee your confidence.
If you want to activate the bass, you better have a hydro wave. We've got 6 different bait fish sounds. You run it at any volume, you can see them actually come up to the speaker of the hydro wave. You can watch them come up off the bottom.
When you're fishing deep, the hardest one to catch is always the first one. With the hydro wave, you get them going faster.
Hydro wave, I won't fish without it.
Do fish hear? Yes, they do. Livingston Lures sound and vibration technology proves it. Our lures whip fish into a feeding frenzy.
I don't know what it is for sure, but I know it seems like you get some ferocious bites on these baits. There he is.
Livingston Lures stands as the innovator of vibration and sound technology that mimics biology.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Visit us at livingstonlures.com or call 1-800-678-7841.
The world has never seen a hook like this.
What I thought was good before is not so good now.
The first surgically sharpened fish hook.
This is the best ever.
In test after test, we have proven that anyone can set this new hook with half the effort of any other hook.
That's money.
Introducing the TroKar hook, a weapon for fishermen who aren't just out to catch fish, but are out to win.
Introducing advanced interchangeable hook design, Freedom Live Action Hybrid Jigs. It gives the bait a free range of motion, give more natural and realistic action while maintaining upright hook position. Need to change bait styles, colors, even hooks on the fly? Get ready for the easiest way to mix up your lure appearance with an easy twist on and off snap. The future of fishing. Freedom Live Action Hybrid Jigs.
The world's best fishing line is now available in the United States. Sunline FX2, the strongest braid available.
This braid, I'll absolutely love it.
Welcome back to the Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton. We're on the Toledo Bend Reservoir, where Wade and his TroKar teammate Chris Russell are going toe-to-toe for a friendly competition with Jeff Crete and his TroKar teammate Marty Riddle.
you know, we went into session number 2, and went in an area I got a lot of confidence on Toledo Bend. It's not, I mean, I've caught them in there before, and we pulled up the little hump, and I fired out there with a trap, and one slapped it, and I didn't catch him, and went on to the next spot, and Chris caught a keeper, and went on to the next spot, and Chris caught another one, and I'd get a bite, and boy, I mean, I'd set the hook, and here comes a 7-incher.
Oh, Team Dink still on the board.
We're still running it.
Yes, we are.
We need one more.
That clock was ticking down, and we were burning down the bank, and I had caught about 10 fish, and none of them combined was going to ever make a keeper.
Can you sweep the tail?
Heck yeah!
All right.
Sweep
It's
the
a
tail.
keep-up by a fraction.
I want it duly noted that everybody's done their job. The captain of Team Dink, I fully accept all responsibility for this humbling, humiliating defeat.
You know, in the Dishwasher Classic, so we fished the first round, and we won. And in the second round, he throws more stuff in. The cameraman's got to catch a fish, but it has to be on film. So somebody's got to get it on film. So that's
Another one? Yep.
All right, dude.
Uno más?
On you. Marty caught his. Chris caught his. Ryan, the cameraman, caught his. Jeff, the other cameraman, caught his. I caught mine. Guess who didn't catch his? Wade.
That's a winner.
I'm proud of that one.
Good for you.
I have caught about a dozen of those today.
Yep.
And
that might be the smallest
that's
yet,
the
though.
smallest one.
I mean, you're going downhill. You're not getting better. You're going down. We never even got a full bag of 5, so we are definitely the losing team. But Wade promised he's going to wash more dishes than me, and I guess that makes it all right. And there's always tomorrow. There's always a new day tomorrow. That's a good thing about fishing is you may have been humbled today, but you can go get them again tomorrow.
Now, losing the Dishwasher Classic, I guess it was my time. You know, I've been fortunate in a couple of Texas-Oklahoma shootouts against Jeff and won quite a few dinners, but won $30 from him playing poker the night before. But I will be doing dishes tonight. I will take it like a man. I will accept my defeat. My team can blame it all on me because I'm the guy that didn't catch it in the end zone. I'm the guy that didn't get it done. I just didn't catch any keepers. But I can promise you, tomorrow morning when the sun comes up, I'm not going to be afraid to get back out there and gamble with Jeff again on something.
The guys had a fun day of fishing out on the water here on Toledo Bend Reservoir. For more information on any of the surgically sharpened hooks on today's show, visit lasertrokar.com.
Go back out that same direction. Figure I'll just let him sit.
Sling him in there.
Thanks for watching. Remember to follow the Fisherman's Handbook on Facebook, where you'll find the behind-the-scenes tips and tactics. You'll also have a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime fishing trip with Wade to the redfish capital of the world, Venice, Louisiana. So find us on Facebook and click the like button.
This is the one trophy you don't want to touch. You don't actually want that trophy.
Where's the fireworks?
Yeah.
Yeah, help us out, Jeff. You got a little more in there.
This is the one trophy you don't ever want to touch.